I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the Rugged Ridge 3-inch square LED light fitting all 1987 and up Wranglers. Today we're going to talk through the installation of this light, which I am going to give a 2 out of 3 wrenches. This is going to require some wiring to actually get it working. However, actually getting it installed on the Jeep is going to be very simple, and the whole process for a pair of lights shouldn't take you more than an hour, depending on your level of comfort with automotive wiring. But we'll talk more about the installation in a minute. This is for anyone who's looking to add an auxiliary light to their Jeep but doesn't want to spend a ton of money. There are lights out there that are going to be very similar in design to this one that are a lot more money than this, and there are also some that are going to be significantly less. With a light, in my opinion, most of us want to land somewhere in the middle. We want to get a light that's built well so that the LEDs are going to last, they're not going to burn out, you're not going to end up with a bunch of water behind the lens. But we also don't need to go all the way at the top of the top, where you're going to get optics and reflectors that are going to give you a few more yards, a few more feet or meters of light down the trail. Most of us just don't need that level of performance, and we'd like to save a few dollars. And I think that that's where this light comes in. It's going to be middle of the road as far as price goes. It's still going to be built well enough to give you a quality light. It's going to work as advertised, but it's going to save you a few dollars over those premium lights that are on the market. The benefits to an LED light over a halogen light are the fact that it is a lot smaller while still being very bright, and it draws much less power than an old school halogen or incandescent bulb would. This light in particular is going to be a die-cast aluminum housing. It has a polycarbonate lens on it. It's covered in a textured black powder coat finish, and you do get stainless steel hardware with this light. This is going to be 4 individual LEDs in a 3x3-inch square that are going to be a spot beam pattern. So this is an 8-degree pattern. It is very narrow pattern. It's not going to throw light everywhere, and that's going to be a really nice pattern for those of you who want to put a light up on your A-pillar. If you have more of a flood pattern on the A-pillar, you can get a lot of light bouncing off the hood back into your eyes as the driver, which can ruin your night vision. So a spot is going to be really good for that location, as well as up on a roof rack or even down on a bumper, depending on what type of light you're looking to achieve from your auxiliary lighting. As we've said before, we are going to give this a 2 out of 3 wrenches for installation. These lights are sold individually, so if you're looking for a pair on your Jeep, you should be able to get both of them installed in right around an hour. And again, that is going to depend a little bit on how you decide to wire up the lights. The first step in getting one of these lights installed is to pick your location. If you're going to be putting these on a bolt-on bracket that accepts a traditional single post light mount, these are going to be very easy bolt-ons. If you decide to put these on a bumper that doesn't already have a light mount tab, you may have to drill a hole, but it really comes down to where you decide you want to mount the light. Once the light itself is bolted up, you have to go ahead and wire it. If you are somebody who's comfortable with automotive wiring, who has some experience and wants to build a harness themselves, you can wire this in a million different ways. If you're somebody who is not as comfortable, you can go ahead and purchase the Rugged Ridge wiring harness for either 1, 2, or even more lights. That will make getting these wired up even simpler. However, there still is going to be a little bit of wiring involved, which again is why we're giving this a 2 out of 3 wrenches. As far as tools go, you're just going to need a couple of hand tools to get these bolted down, unless of course you are drilling a hole to get these installed, and then of course you'll have to have that drill handy, and you're going to need some wiring tools. These lights do come in at right around $70 per light, which certainly isn't the least expensive, but is by far not the most expensive light that we offer. In my opinion, I'd rather spend a little bit more for a light that I know is going to last and hold up well, which is what I think you're getting here. So for most of us, for what most of us are using our lights for, I think this is a really nice balance of both price and quality. So if you're looking to add some auxiliary lighting onto your Jeep and you're looking for a light that is going to be quality, have nice light output, and hold up for a good long time without carrying the top price tag of some of those premium lights, I think this is going to be a very nice balance. So that's my review of the Rugged Ridge 3-inch square LED light fitting all 1987 and up Wranglers that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.